It's coming from the deep, dark recesses of the mind of Mel Brooks. I love him. Young Frankenstein.
Life, you hear me? Give my creation life!
Sky means business.
Starring Gene Wilder as Dr. Frankenstein.
That's Frankenstein.
Peter Boyle as the monster.
Wow!
Marty Feldman as Igor.
My grandfather used to work for your grandfather.
I'm sure we'll get along splendidly. Oh!
Cloris Leachman as Frau Blucher. And Madeline Kahn as Elizabeth.
What are you going to do to me? I'm not afraid of you.
Kill the monster!
See Mel Brooks' Young Frankenstein.
Yes, I think we could all use a good laugh.
But don't see it alone. Don't miss Young Frankenstein, personally directed by Mel Blazing Saddles Brooks, in black and white. No offense.
From that fateful day when stinking bits of slime first crawled from the sea and shouted to the cold stars, "I am man," our greatest dread has always been the lack of another great movie to watch. But tonight, we shall hurl the gauntlet of film into frightful face of death itself. Tonight, we shall ascend into the heavens. We shall mock the earthquake. We shall command the thunders and penetrate into the very womb of impervious nature herself as we talk about the 1974 Mel Brooks comedy classic, Young Frankenstein. But I am not here in this laboratory talking about this movie alone. No. First up is a man that may not have the brain of Hans Dullbrick. People laugh at him. People hate him. But why do they hate them? Because they are jealous. Look at that boyish face. Look at that sweet smile. Do you want to talk about physical strength? Do you want to talk about sheer muscle? Do you want to talk about the Olympian ideal? He is a god. And listen to me. He is not evil. He is David. And David, how are you doing this fine evening? And what are you drinking?
I'm almost done this old-fashioned I just made, which is really good. For an old-fashioned movie, this is a little homage to that.
I had my first old-fashioned a couple weeks ago at some football game we won't talk about, but it was quite good. And yes, you might have heard another voice there.
And who made that? Who made that for you, Mikey?
You did, David. David did.
Thank you.
Next up, he's a nice boy. He is a good boy. He is a mother's angel. And I want the world to know once and for all and without any shame that we love him. Together, he, David, and I are going to make the greatest single contribution to podcasting since the creation of fire. My good pal, Christopher, how are you doing and this fine evening, and what are you drinking?
Hello, handsome. You're a good-looking fella. You know that? You did step on my my opening. I also had that boyish face, that sweet smile. I'm doing well, Michael. I'm drinking a Jack's Abbey lager, which
very nice.
You know, in the great Abbey Normal, being the victim was is something I remember as a kid. It's one of the things I remember watching this.
Oh yeah,
because I hadn't seen it besides the one time as a kid until recently.
Me neither, really. I mean, besides odds and ends, like I watched this at my aunt Joanne's house with my mother and her, and I'm laughing my ass off, thinking like the scenes with like the big dick scenes and all that shit, and like they must. I was wondering what they must have been thinking of when they watched this.
In other words, his veins, his feet, his hands, his organs would all have to be increased in size.
Exactly.
He would have an enormous Schwanzstücke.
That goes without saying.
Oof.
He's going to be very popular. And I had no idea what was going on.
Right. Yeah, I watched this as a kid. Yeah, this was one of when my dad wanted to show me. I can't even get it out without picturing Dave going to say something. My dad wanted to show me classic comedies. This was one of them, and I remember thinking
wanted to show you something.
It was really, really old because it was black and white. And I was like, oh no, he did that on purpose. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just remember loving it. I mean, to the exhibition when he gets in front of the crowd. I don't even want to get to too much detail there.
Yeah, I have a couple hot takes.
I remember
don't
crying,
know if hot takes, but
laughing with that. And gentlemen, I am drinking a glass of Pinot Noir Dark Horse. when I say
we'll
dark
take it.
horse in honor of a certain person. I don't want to say her name as much.
Yeah, you don't want to. You don't want to get the Winnie. Excellent. So glad we did this because I hadn't seen this and I knew it was a classic, but I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think it was as rewatchable as like Blazing Saddles. I've seen Blazing Saddles a million times, which we've done. It's great. We're gonna talk about the great Mel Brooks, and I even watching it the first time, I'm like, this isn't a movie I would watch a million times, but it is so well written, and Gene Wilder is
incredible.
Is in the pantheon. It hit me. He might be in the level of Jim Carrey as far as comedic performances. The way he carries, he doesn't. This has so much going for it. But he makes this movie.
He's so underrated as an actor.
He really is.
Yeah, I was at the age where Mel Brooks, it's either this or Spaceballs was the first like Mel Brooks movie I saw. So it was never Blazing Saddles for me. I only watched it for the first time for this podcast. It was always Young Frankenstein and Spaceballs. So those were the two big ones for me.
Yep.
So this one I always thought of like as a rewatchable, even though I haven't watched it in so many years, and it's not even streaming available, anywhere right now except on the Internet Archive.
I don't know where I think it was because
I think it was on HBO Max at some point.
Well, actually, I have it on right now on FXM, so it must be on just non-stream. It must just be on demand.
Like a regular cable, yeah.
So I love how we'll talk about Mel Brooks, but I love how the how it's shot and appears as if it's like the original 1930s movies.
Well,
exactly like Frankenstein. Not wipes, but what do they call them, Mike?
I know what you mean, but when they fade in like the
spiral,
circle,
yes,
it almost is like a wipe kind of thing. But the electrical machinery, I don't know if you read this trivia in the lab.
I didn't.
Is the exact machinery from the 1931 Frankenstein.
I think
with
did
Boris
they mention
Karloff.
that in the documentary so we got two documentaries to discuss.
I think
have the Gene Wilder documentary.
Oh, see, I didn't see the Gene Wilder documentary. I'm halfway through the Mel Brooks one because I thought it was one documentary.
Gene Wilder, Gene Wilder was incredible. The Gene Wilder documentary was incredible, and the Mel Brooks documentary was incredible. They both were so good.
And this is from the king of documentaries. I believe what Dave has to say about
I have a problem with documentaries in general. Like, I feel like I'm wasting my time. A lot of times there's great stories. You know what I mean? That like true crime stories or something you don't know.
Like Mel Brooks,
people that you like. It's amazing. This I'm not saying that. My only thing with documentaries is it's not as even a movie.
No,
it's almost impossible to do that. Did you watch the Mel Brooks one?
I watched up until he made it. He was making the producers, so that's where.
It's so interesting seeing his history and stuff. But of course, it lingers on a certain time, and it doesn't spend the same amount of time.
But the thing with Gene Wilder, when you watch that documentary, his mother was sickly as a kid, so that his mother's doctor actually told him, "Don't upset your mother because she could have a heart attack and die," like at a young age. So he always bottled his emotions and didn't know how to let his anger out until he started acting. And that's where like that crazy acting that he did, that combustible type of like theatrics came from.
Oh, he always has to explode like they showed him do in the Producers. He has to explode.
Exactly. Well, that's
you guys have seen. You guys have never seen the Producers, I'm sure.
I did see the Producers.
Actually, I have seen the Producers. Yes.
Wow.
And that movie, he actually talked about how true he was to that character because he was so like confined for so long, and it just would blow up. Like, so like I thought that was.
You'd even see that in Willy Wonka. How like he was this gentle,
yes,
and then all of a sudden,
that's what sticks in your head. That line, you get nothing. It's just so charismatic.
But if you think about this movie, like he steals the movie because of his eccentric acting. It's incredible. Like if it wasn't for him, this movie would not be the same.
And I don't think I realized.
Gee, I heard that recently. I think someone else said that recently.
But I don't think I
Like
realized
myself,
he was
like
one of the
5 minutes ago. But
he came up with the idea, and he was one. Him and Mel Brooks wrote it together. I don't think I realized.
yes,
that.
well, I think he agreed to be in Blazing Saddles if Mel Brooks would do his movie, which he wanted to write with him.
Mhm.
And of course, you saw the parts. There's a couple different things. Mel Brooks agreed to not be in this, right?
Yeah, that was the thing. He didn't want him in it. Yep.
He didn't want it in it. I think he wanted him to do his own thing. And then, of course, there was the argument about the putting on the wrist scene, which Mel Brooks was like, we're not going to put this in here. And they were arguing. And then Mel Brooks saw how much Gene Wilder was arguing.
And he saw the audience reaction.
But it wasn't my favorite scene.
I used to love it. It was fun. It was funny, but right.
I still love it when he gives him that little punch and then like Peter Boyle, like almost like giggles and
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Different types who wear a day coat, pants with stripes, or cutaway coat, perfect fits. Dressed up like $1 million trooper, trying mighty hard to look like Gary Cooper. Come, let's mix where Rockefellers walk with sticks or umbrellas in their midst.
Everything everything Gene Wilder says in this cracks me up, though. It's just like, you son of a bitch when he's the beginning guy.
He stabs himself in the leg.
Yeah, you yellow bastard when he knees him in the
when
crotch.
He knees the guy, and he actually knees him. Yes.
Or he accidentally stabs his leg.
Yep.
Or he stabs his leg and then he does the class dismiss. He's just got such incredible. A unique face. You know what I mean?
So I'm going to go over the stats real quick. This is
do that.
Young Frankenstein from 1974. Yes, the same year that Blazing Saddles came out. Young Frankenstein came out. Written by Gene Wilder and Mel Brooks, of course, based on characters from Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, and directed by Mel Brooks, starring Gene Wilder, Peter Boyle, Marty Feldman, Terry Garr, Madeline Kahn, Kenneth Mars, and Cloris Leachman as Frau Blucher.
Great cast.
One thing I noticed, the cast is incredible, but when I was looking at the cast, they're all gone. Mel Brooks is the only one still alive.
Wow.
Which is crazy.
Well, that was sad about his. I mean, it was sad seeing Rob Reiner in it, obviously.
Yep.
But it was sad, his whole thing with Carl Reiner. All his friends are dead. Everybody's dead. But he would go over his house. And I'm sorry. So go ahead, Mike.
That part of the Mel Brooks.
You mentioned that to me. I haven't seen that part yet, but I know you told me about it.
Yeah, it was sad.
Heartbreaking.
This was it scores a 95% on Rotten Tomatoes, the critics score, and a 92% on the audience score. It is number 13 on AFI's 100 Years, 100 Laughs comedy ranking. And on a budget of $2.8 million, it made over $86 million, which today is roughly about $550 million. And so it was a humongous hit. It was, in fact, nominated for 2 Academy Awards for Best Screenplay based on other material for Gene Wilder and Mel Brooks, and Best Sound. The sound lost out to the movie Earthquake, and writing lost out to a little movie called Godfather 2.
Do you know that? Do you know that in 1974 though, Blazing Saddles and this movie were one of the highest produced. It came out at the same time.
I did.
They did. In fact, that was my introduction.
Because I saw the documentary also.
And they both were huge moneymakers that year.
Yeah,
crazy.
The Best Picture nominations for that year, it wasn't nominated, but it was a pretty big year, I think, in movies. Godfather 2, Chinatown, The Conversation, Lenny, and of course the O.J. Simpson classic, The Towering Inferno.
Dave, which one? What one? Come on, obvious.
I think Tower Inferno.
Godfather 2 won.
Godfather 2. Yeah, I think Dave missed me saying Godfather 2. He wasn't paying attention, and he didn't hear it.
By the way, I would say Gene Wilder even deserved.
The last Gene Wilder. Said.
Yep. Go ahead.
I was going to say, did Gene Wilder deserve a Best Actor nominee, which they don't? Obviously, in comedic performances they get screwed. Like I said, Jim Carrey screwed. If Mikey, who was nominated that year? I'm gonna guess who won.
I will tell you really quick.
Al Pacino.
Well, Al Pacino was definitely nominated, and I think he should have won, which I don't think he did, giving maybe the best performance in one of the top 5 best performances in the history of movies.
The best actor that year went to
give it okay, Art Carney.
Art Carney for Harry and Tonto.
Harry and Tonto over Pacino.
Not just over Pacino.
I love Art Carney too.
Over Albert Finney, Murder on the Orient
Nicholson
Express.
too, right?
Dustin Hoffman for Lenny, Pacino for Godfather 2, and Jack Nicholson for Chinatown. Art Carney won. I feel like that's still
he's great. It's like a career
Hollywood
thing.
Right. That was like old Hollywood.
Yeah, and he's great. But it's like a little nothing movie.
Fred Astaire was nominated for Towering Inferno.
Interesting.
I guess that's an actually good movie.
Not interesting.
I don't know.
No,
De Niro
it's not.
won for Best Supporting Actor.
It was okay.
De Niro won though that year. De Niro won that year.
De Niro did win that year,
he definitely deserved that. And that was like his coming out party, really.
Although, what about Marty Feldman? Should he have been nominated for? No,
absolutely. What are you doing in the bathroom?
Gene Hackman, small role.
Yes.
I love the writing. That just like a lot of it's silly. Pardon me, boy.
Wilder,
is this the Transylvania Station?
Was Gene Wilder nominated though? Or no?
Did Gene Wilder ever get nominated for anything?
I don't think so.
For this movie,
he should have been nominated.
He was nominated for Towering Inferno, Dave.
Was he nominated for the producers? I don't know.
He should have been.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
It wasn't. I liked that producers was kind
Willy
of
Wonka
a bomb
should have been nominated, right?
Until Peter Sellers put out for Academy Awards. He was nominated for the producers. He was.
Wow, it's a great call by me. Just kidding.
And they didn't want him. They didn't want him for the producers. They did not want Gene Wilder at all.
Yeah, I saw the doc.
Jack Albertson won that year.
Did he win for Charlie?
For the subject? No, actually, that's funny. It's Jack Albertson, but no, it's for the subject was roses. He won as Grandpa Joe. And they show him drinking fizzy liquid.
We recently had a Jack Albertson movie. Remember? He was in Miracle. He worked in the mailroom. Well, for the post office, not the mailroom. Couple of some silly stuff. Werewolf.
Werewolf?
There. What? There, wolf. There, castle.
Why are you talking that way?
I thought you wanted to.
No, I don't want to.
Suit yourself. I'm easy.
Werewolf.
Oh, I love that. Walk This Way, which I think they say that's where Steven Tyler got the idea. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's always been the.
I do like that. And then the charades part.
Said give. Give him a sedative.
Oh, Tim! Sedative!
On the nosy.
Sedative? When he and then
his reaction when he yells at sedative.
And then he starts choking Igor, and then he starts playing charades.
Yeah. No, I love when he's in that room with the
monster.
Say whatever I do, don't let me out.
Oh my God, it's brilliant. That might be my favorite scene.
What's the matter with you people? I was joking. Don't you know a joke when you hear one? Jesus Christ, get me out of here! Open this goddamn door, I'll kick your rotten heads in! Mommy! 9!
That might be my favorite scene.
God, I was fucking dying.
Sneaky underrated scene was the dart game. Cracked me up.
Yes, and then when the car's driving away, the darts are all in the tire of the car.
Yeah, but the guy makes the sound, and then he spits out the drink.
That guy's introduction, Kenneth Mara's introduction of just the whole thing with the arm, lighting a cigar, incredible. Like how perfect that had to be. That was hilarious.
No, but Gene Hackman. How about Gene Hackman, the 3-time nominee for an Oscar,
Yes.
who begged Gene Wilder to be in this movie
Yes.
so he can do
How
comedy?
how great.
He wanted to
Amazing.
do comedy. And he ad-libbed the line.
going? I was going to make espresso.
And I was just going to make espresso.
Underrated line or underrated part, maybe not underrated, it was also right after the, I let me out that Pat Dave was just talking about. Or maybe it was before when he said, "Stand back, he's got a rotten brain," and the monster starts getting crazy, and he's like Igor. I keep calling him Igor because he's like Ixnay on the Otten brain.
Even the whole
brain.
Frankenstein, and then
It's great.
Then the realization when he finally decides who he is.
Together, you and I are going to make the greatest single contribution to science since the creation of fire.
Dr. Frankenstein, are you all right?
My name is Frankenstein.
You know what? I didn't even write down the plot. Mikey, bang it out.
Okay. Young
Early
Frederick
20th century.
Frankenstein is a professor, and he we find out that his grandfather has died, I think, and he's left his life to his son. So some toady goes over to his classroom and says, "You can, you basically inherit everything." He goes over
wants to
there,
distance himself. Sorry,
and,
I said I just told you to do it, and I jumped in.
Oh,
go ahead.
Yeah, no, he wants to distance himself, but he's interested in finding this secret library and learning about his grandfather's work. He meets Igor.
You must be Igor.
No, it's pronounced Igor.
But they told me it was Igor.
Well, they were wrong then, weren't they?
It's pronounced Igor. And he meets Inga, the great Inga, David, for Rolling the Hay.
Hello. Would you like to have a roll in the hay? It's fun. Roll in the hay.
Yeah, what do you think of Terry Garr? What do you think of Mel Brooks' first wife?
Was that his first wife?
No, did you watch the doc?
In the documentary.
Oh, yeah, she's kind of hot, actually.
Okay, and Terry Garr as Inga.
Terry Garr was pretty nice in this movie.
David Hot Alert. Repeat. This is a David Hot Alert. This is not a test.
What knockers?
Oh, thank you, Doctor.
Oh, that's all right.
Nice knockers.
Dave's getting in trouble. That's what you get. That's what you get for doing the pod in front of your old lady.
So they're their assistants, and then the great Frau Blucher. She basically knows the Frankenstein blood, listens to that violin. She lures him down to see all the work that he did. And they, I guess, decide, well, we're going to do it. So they go steal a 7-foot man who they hung. And they bring him back to life.
The only thing that would be worse was rain, and then it rains. I love that. Just the look of his face in that scene is great.
So I'm going on memory. Then
you got it.
He needs a brain, but of course he ends up dropping the brain because he's frightened of his own reflection, and he ends up bringing Abby Normal's brain.
Now, that brain that you gave me, was it Hans Delbrooks? No. Ah, good. Would you mind telling me whose brain I did put in?
And you won't be angry?
I will not be angry.
Abby someone.
Abby someone. Abby who?
Abby Normal.
Abby Normal.
I'm almost sure that was the name.
Are you saying that I put an abnormal brain into a 7.5-foot long, 54-inch wide gorilla?
I won't be mad. I won't be mad. Just tell me the name of the person.
So good. They think it doesn't work, but it does work. And the guy he's 7 feet tall. Everything's going to be bigger. So he has a giant Schlutzenflug or whatever.
What did she call it? Yeah.
He's like, well, yes, it should be impressive. He's like, he's going to be very popular.
Peter Boyle did a great job too, by the way. If we haven't even mentioned it, you probably did.
A little bit of fire scares him. He spooks him. He runs off, and then he scares then it's Frankenstein. The little girl, she's the only one still alive, and I love that. He goes, what else can we throw in the well? And Peter Boyle just looks right in the camera. You think he's going to throw the kid in the well? Classic.
It's great. I love Peter Boyle. After did you get to the end where
the end is they
switch
they kind of
power and
split genes. So some of his brains go into the monster, and some of Big Dick Energy goes into Frederick Frankenstein. And
BDE.
Yeah. So I love that. At the end, like the monster has the little Homer Simpson bifocal glasses, like looking at the paper.
Peter Boyle's great.
Journal.
Peter Boyle's great when he's talking like Peter Boyle.
For as long as I can remember, people have hated me. They looked at my face and my body, and they ran away in horror. In my loneliness, I decided that if I could not inspire love, which was my deepest hope, I would instead cause fear.
Oh yeah, he has that whole speech talking like Peter. Yeah.
Oh, we haven't even. Did we mention Madeline Kahn? How great she is.
Oh, my sweet darling. Oh, my dearest love. I'll count the hours that you're away.
Oh, darling, so will I.
Not on the lips.
What?
I'm going to that party at Nana and Nikki's later. I don't want to smear my lipstick.
Oh.
You understand.
Of course.
All aboard! Oh, dear.
Well, I guess this is it.
Freddie, darling. Well, how can I say in a few minutes what it's taken me a lifetime to understand?
Won't you try?
All right. You've got it, mister. I'm yours, all of me. What else can I say?
My sweet love.
The hair. Just been said.
Sorry.
It hadn't been how incredible she is.
When she walks over.
How many movies was she in with Mel Brooks? Because Mel Brooks had
definitely 3. Well, right? I think maybe 4. Maybe High Anxiety. You guys have seen History of the World Part 1, right?
I don't think I've seen High Anxiety, but I haven't seen History of the World.
That was a Morris staple. That was a Morris family HBO staple.
Really? That was great in Clues.
So funny. I started watching History of the World Part 1 right after the Mel Brooks documentary because it had it next. But I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mike.
History of the World, Blazing Saddles, and Young Frankenstein, and High Anxiety. Which High Anxiety is the one with Harvey Korman, right? That one
probably. I it's been so long. It was a Hitchcock parody.
Yes. Oh,
and then I'm worried that Spaceballs is not as funny as I remember it. I know Mikey.
See, I was like 10 years old. And I went to see it in the theater, and I loved it.
My son loves it.
Good.
One of his favorite movies.
Rick Moranis is great in that movie, and the fact that they're making a new one. And do you see they're also? I guess Mel Brooks is working. They're making a very, very young Frankenstein TV show.
Hold on,
really?
Hold on. Is Cloris Leachman dead?
Yes.
Yes.
She died?
She died a few years ago. Not that long ago. 2021.
Yeah, I think just last year, a couple of years ago. 2021.
2021, yeah.
Well, she was in, I think didn't he offer the role in his play where she was 82 to reprise her role?
Oh, probably.
In New York,
maybe.
He did.
Because the producers had even Young Frankenstein, they both had a second life.
Oh, I love that. Shows. And then on Curb Your Enthusiasm, how great was that? That Larry David was.
Yeah, it was good.
Mel Brooks and Bancroft couldn't stand Larry. It was great. It was, they did a parody of the producers itself.
I love the fact that him and Bancroft were just so perfect together.
Some of those interviews with her, almost crying how much she loves him. And
I mean, think about it. She was beautiful, and this little Jewish guy that she just loves him.
And they interviewed.
He was a handsome young fella.
I didn't even realize he was married first, but I know one of his sons, Max Brooks. he was interviewed during it. He, the movie or
Yeah.
the book, he wrote
Yeah.
World War Z.
Oh, really?
Did he really?
That
Wow.
zombie. Yeah.
You could
Incredible.
tell writing family that they're
Yeah.
just such good writers, such good writing by Mel Brooks and Gene Wilder, obviously, but this nice, crisp 90-minute movie, but every line is.
And I'll tell you, I'm going to keep saying this. I'll underline this again. Gene Wilder was such an underrated actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was.
I think I'm going to
perfect in
rewatch this
so
more
many
now,
roles.
just to.
I used to love Stir Crazy, which was the one that him and
Yes.
Richard Pryor went to prison.
Sure.
Oh my God.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Great movie. But I mean,
I used to watch often The Lady in Red. Did you guys ever see
I
that?
remember
Yeah,
that.
that was a good
Yes.
movie too.
I don't know if it was good. I'm going to be honest.
Right. Kelly LeBrock was good.
Kelly LeBrock is Bush was in that actually.
We've got Bush.
Early mid 80s.
Yeah.
That was like holy crap. This is on HBO right now.
Yep.
But Gilda Radner was in that, and she was with
Mm-hmm.
Gene Wilder, so that was great.
I remember their last thing was Haunted Honeymoon, which I don't know if it was as funny. It was just like seeing them together.
Yeah.
Gene Wilder early movies are incredible.
Yeah.
Seems
Incredible.
like a great guy. Seems
Yeah.
like a mensch. as
He
they
was a
say.
good guy. He was a good guy. And they were good friends. I love that too. When you look at the inner circle of Mel Brooks and his friends, he was part of that group.
I liked just seeing, even with back to the documentary, seeing the old this guy gave me a start in the Catskills, and then I subbed in for the show, and then I came in, and then he brought me in to write, and I just started writing a few things, and you see all these old TV guys, and there's just a young Mel Brooks in the corner there, and you're like, it's so cool to see.
Yeah, the guys
great.
persevered through so much. I mean, obviously, it's not tragedy; it's age.
Yeah.
Right. The guy's 99 years old.
He's 99. That was the name of it, right?
He's 99.
99 years old. He's outlived all his, his friends and family.
He's
It's
still
so
all
son,
with
you
him,
know.
though. It was interesting. They mentioned in the documentary how Dustin Hoffman was almost in Young Frankenstein.
Really?
As that guy. No. I'm sorry, not Young. No, in the producers, he almost played the same character that Kenneth Mars played the Nazi who wrote Springtime for Hitler. It was almost Dustin Hoffman.
Wait, did he play Hitler or did Dick Shawn play it?
Kenneth Mars played the guy who wrote the script, like the
We
German
may-
guy.
we-
who wrote. So
we may have to do the producers because honestly, I'd like to revisit that.
But wait, Dustin Hoffman said, "I don't think I can do it. I'm going to because I need to go.
Oh yeah,
see about
I
this
got
Mike
another
Nichols
movie. I gotta go see
the
Mike
movie
Nichols
with Ann."
movie.
He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Okay, yeah. Good luck."
The movie with Ann. How funny is that?
Yeah.
One of my all-time favorites.
Yeah.
No matter what, all-time favorite.
The I think it was Dick Shawn that played Hitler. Just brilliant, hilarious. And that's obviously, where the all-time great album, no matter what Sean says, Achtung Baby by U2, the number one album of all time, is from the producers. Achtung Baby. When he goes,
I don't
Achtung
think
Baby.
I didn't know that.
Did you know that?
No.
Achtung Baby.
That's
Yes.
hilarious.
Because he was like a love peace, hippie. But then he had to speak, like Hitler.
Oh,
it's good stuff.
Oh.
And the fact
Great
that
movie,
is a
guys.
catchy ass song too.
Yeah. Great album. That is a good
Great
album. Achtung Baby is one of my favorite albums from that era. It is.
I'll randomly
It
sing "The Wanderer."
Mikey's
It
playing.
definitely
That's
brings
from Zooropa,
me
Mikey.
that.
Oh,
It
damn
brings me
it.
back to Sycamore.
Oh, Achtung Baby's with one. That's actually that one I like even better
Yes.
than Zooropa. Yes,
Yeah.
Achtung Baby.
That's
perfect.
That's my
Sycamore.
U2 album.
That's all Sycamore.
That's where Mikey throws in a clip right here. Wow, of Achtung Baby.
Oh yeah,
I'm excited.
Yeah. Me too.
But yes, just fantastic. I'm glad Dave came up with this movie.
Me too. Good movie.
You guys
glad
have
I'm
anything
able
else to say about?
relive it? It's just a classic, and I love it. And
It
your
is.
brother-in-laws will never
It's a
see it, Dave,
comfort
because it's in
movie.
black and white.
Who?
Wait. Oh, shit.
Oh, Sean
Sean will
Degley.
never see it because it's in black and
But
white.
do we can't, like.
I think I said that
he's
to
got
him.
he's got some strange taste because out of the blue he likes Like, what movie did he like that he?
Oh, Uncut Gems. He loved it.
Uncut
Did he really?
Gems.
Yeah.
That's funny. Speaking of Uncut Gems, Brian, hey, Brian,
Brian,
listen to the pod to see whether he should watch the movie. And because Dave said there was nobody likable. And I'm like, what would possess you to listen to that podcast when we spoil it? But anyways, he loves
we haven't
Young
heard from Dave.
Frankenstein.
Have you heard from Tall Dave?
My buddy Dave?
Yeah, did he listen?
No, he did a great job. He was excited.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we'll have to have him on again for sure.
That was
And you know
fun
what?
one to edit.
Everybody's going to listen to this one, and you know what, Mikey? Everybody's going to listen to the next one, and you're going to say, "Who?" And then this is where this clip's going to come in. Mikey.
Everyone. What do you mean, everyone?
Everyone?
What's the next one? I don't even know what the next one is.
I'll just play I'll figure out the clip at some point. It'll make sense to me.
You will.
But no, David, you don't know what the next one is because it was decided mere hours ago, and this is the new thing. We're not going to tell you.
Yeah.
And here I've
What is
never
it?
You
seen
have
this
your
movie.
input. Right.
I loved revisiting Young Frankenstein, but I also love that this podcast pushes movies that or forces me to finally see movies that I have held off or haven't seen, because next time we're going back to 1994 to see a little movie with 3 different titles. Sometimes it's called Leon, sometimes it's called The Professional, sometimes it's called Leon the Professional.
What the fuck is this?
You know, you'll. I'll show
I've
you.
never heard of this movie.
I am so
I've never
happy.
heard
It
of that
doesn't
movie.
surprise me. You haven't heard of most movies that are.
Who's in this
existent,
movie?
so. Natalie Portman.
Natalie
A little-
Portman, Gary
Okay.
Oldman,
Gary Oldman,
Oh my god.
Jean
and Jean
Reno from
Jean Reno.
Mission Impossible, the first one.
All
That's
right.
what I know him from mostly.
well, more than the first one, but yes.
There's
Oh,
a
yeah,
lot of
you guys have
shooting.
You're gonna have to tell me this movie again because I'm gonna forget right in like 5 minutes.
We know.
All right, well, listen. I am literally happy we watched this movie, guys. It was good.
I am literally happy too. Great
was a
choice,
genuinely-
Dave. Great choice.
It was a what was that? Yes, Mikey?
I sent you a picture and you'll go, oh, okay, this movie looks interesting just based on this picture alone.
Okay, let me see it.
Now, Natalie Portman's
There's
a
going to
kid in
be
this.
some.
Okay, so
We're going to get into everything, but there's some inappropriateness. And there's something that it would have been even more inappropriate. You guys are going to be like, holy crap, this seems wrong.
Yes.
you know what it is, right?
But you
I know what I.
Yeah.
Yes. I know. I've never seen. I think I've seen bits and pieces of it actually.
That is next time. But until then,
Yes.
you can follow us on Instagram at Fine Movies, Fine Spirits, and Blue Sky at Fine Movies. Christopher, are there any parting words from you before we head out?
Nope. Nice to see you, gentlemen, again.
Very
Yes.
nice to see you as well.
We'll
David,
do it again soon.
David, finish
for a
chewing.
jump.
Finish chewing.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. And are there any parting words from you?
No.
I could see the gerbil on the wheel spinning in his brain, and then nothing.
Oh, don't bring. You
Just
had
a
to
little
bring up
smoke.
gerbils, Mikey.
Okay, I don't know where we're going with this. I'm going to leave now. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Peace.
Fantasy world of celluloid villains and heroes, because celluloid heroes never feel any pain, and celluloid heroes never really die.
I know. I've never
You gotta
seen. I think I've seen bits and pieces of it
Right.
actually.
You get a love.
Same. I've never seen it.
Just like I've seen bits and pieces of your mother's badge.
You've seen bits and pieces of.
I've
Just,
seen it. Yeah.
I'm
Through your
sorry.
lens.
Sorry,
Your
Mom.
artistic,
Edit me out of this. Clip.
your artistic lens.
Well, David, the joke's on you because That was my dad's butthole. All right. Okay. Listen, I'm gonna edit all that out.
Fab's not experts.